Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Last time we climbed up here to the summit and then down a little bit of Mount Crenel, and we met with Malari, who is now hard at work reforging our sacred blade. And this time, as per his suggestion, we are going to be entering the second dungeon in the game in pursuit of another element. So let's head right on into the Cave of Flames. Wow, it's hot in here. Come on, let's not stand around wasting time. Find that element so we can get out of here. Gotta say, love the music in this area. Oh my goodness. It's probably going to be in the end slate of this video, so I'm not going to stay quiet for it, but man, I love this song. Alright, right here we've got some rupees right off the bat. We can suck up all of them but one. We cannot suck up that rupee. Why is that? Well, we'll be getting to that very, very shortly. Head right on into the first major accessible room, and here we have the bombs. Very interesting, yes. Zelda has Mario enemies in it. Can I pick these up? No, I can't. Could have sworn I could. These things are kind of a pain, to say the least. If you slash at them twice, they will stop. Can you even suck these things up with your gust jar? I'm actually not sure. But anyway, they're very, very hard to actually keep track of. So what you want to do instead is there anything good in these pots at all? Or is it just money? Okay, we got bombs. What you want to do is you want to bring your bombs up to this wall right here. Or if you're very lucky, manage to stop a bomb right in front of that area. Blast this open. And inside, right off the bat, we have a little bit of a mini-boss. Your sword won't make a dent in their thorny armor. Flip them over before you strike. Now the game isn't entirely clear about this, but what you want to do is actually pull out your shield, and that will actually bounce them over, which is very nice. So bounce them right over and slash away. And that'll make a chest appear. Inside, you got the compass. Use it to find the locations of hidden items. Very good. And we head on through here, and here's that mysterious rupee, but you will find as you approach, it is not a rupee, it is in fact a rupee-like. If it catches you, it will start draining your money instead of stealing your shield like likes do in most Zelda games. They do take quite a lot of hits. They will take money in increments of whatever color they are, so if you see a red rupee-like, it will drain rupees at an astronomical rate, so be incredibly careful. Alright, I'm gonna bring down this bomb. Actually, let's test that. Can you suck up the bombs? You can. Just be careful, because you don't want them to blast you. Oh wow, I actually hit this bomb with the other one. Wow, talk about long-range combat. As you can see, there are a lot of train tracks in this area. That will be important very soon. In a very amusing fashion, I assure you. Right over here we have a switch, which we can't actually get to yet. And we've also got more choo-choos. What we want to do is we want to head over into this area. Got more Helmasaurs coming at us. Want to suck them up and do what we do with these guys. Boom. Just want to point out, I am recording this episode immediately after the last one. This must be what the humans who built this mine used to get around in here. Maybe we should hop in. What? After all this, you don't expect me to believe you're scared? There's nothing to be afraid of here. Come on, let's go. I'm recording this episode immediately after the last one, so I don't know where the game will actually respawn you once you exit Malari's mine to go to the Cave of Flames if you save and quit in that little area of Mount Crenel. It might respawn you right in front of the mines, but it might respawn you down at the bottom. So I'm just going to say, I don't know where it will respawn you, just as a warning in case anyone's playing along. It'd probably be best to enter the dungeon before saving and quitting. Probably should have mentioned that last episode, but oh well, here's your warning. What you want to do is you want to come in behind this minecart, push down, hop in, and sweet jumping jellyfish, that was awful. Hey kid, what are you smiling about? I knew it was madness to risk our lives in that rickety human contraption. From now on, let's just stick to our feet. Well, I mean, your feet. Our feet indeed, because Eslo doesn't have feet. It's like a veritable vintage beef in that regard. Alrighty. Let's try and see if we can trick out this guy. Oh no, he's over on this side! No! Ooh, okay, that was pretty close. Alrighty, head right on over here, and we've got this area. Tried to shoot a bomb over at this rock wall all cool-like, but unfortunately that didn't happen, so that's unfortunate. Blast open this right here, and inside we have more Helmasaurs. So we can take them all out, and hopefully we can start smacking them into each other, because that's probably the most effective way to bring these guys down. Alright guy, come on. Dang it, I missed. Ah well. Come on, give me that mask. There we go. I'm actually pulling through the rocks right there, which is a little bit morbid. Alright, I think this guy's just going to meet his end at our sword. And right here... How interesting, so there was a portal hidden away in here. Whenever you want me to shrink you down, just hop up here and press R. Not like we didn't have to do that 30 seconds ago in-game to get into this place. But anyway... Unfortunately, that was not cut footage. That's actually what it looks like. You don't get to see the inside of these ones, and it's kind of a little bit jarring to see the game sort of just jolt to you being tiny. One of the places where I think they probably could have done a little bit more. But anyway, now that we are Minish, we have the introduction of making use of 2 sizes in order to navigate dungeons, which will be seen more in the future. Here we've got a hole right here. If we fall in this, you will actually take damage, I believe. Yep, you will. So you can't actually go that way yet. That little hole that normal Link could fit right into is now a bottomless pit to Minish Link. So we can head right on through this big grid of rooms, and right here you'll notice there's actually a piece of heart, but unfortunately, us being Minish size are unable to grab it at this point, so we're going to have to keep that in mind for later. Head right on down here, and here we've got a very misty room, although I don't think the mist actually does anything, it's just more for a graphical effect. Hop right on down here. I'm surprised Link was able to make that jump, but not the jump into the pit. But anyway, come back to normal size. You slash your sword, you can bring out the fire, which is very good. And here we have the dungeon map. Check it on your map screen. So as you can see by the map right here, this dungeon isn't too terribly large. It's a little bit larger than the previous dungeon, which means this video might be a little bit long. I think this will probably be the last dungeon where we do it in one video. I just reason it's at that length where it's pretty long, but I don't think it's long enough to make 2 videos out of it, but I think the next dungeon is where you start getting to the point where they're pretty big. And then the dungeons after that get absolutely massive. But anyway, over here, another kinstone piece in a chest. Very good. Press this button. Oh my, it looks really, really hot in that lava. Trust me. Falling into that would be a bad idea. I'm sure you agree. Oh, do I agree, Eslo. Press the button to make the door open. We want to hop over this way. And as you can see, there are some pots right there. Probably the safest way to deal with these is to shatter them all with the gust jar and hop across. And now we can enter the next room, which actually has a moving platform, so we're going to want to be especially careful about this right here. Each one of these will actually have a different time to sink into the lava, so some of them will last longer and some of them won't. These beetles right here you can put into these pits right here. Here's 50 rupees. Unfortunately, unlike Twilight Princess, it doesn't actually save us the money if we can't actually fit it in our wallet, which is a little unfortunate. Plop that right there, and suck up these pots. And that will allow us to come through here. And we want to be over on that side because that chest is a little bit too high up for little old Link to reach. We want to hop over here and Eslo will do his absolutely amazing parachute trick. I never really realized it before, but this is absolutely hilarious. You have to wonder what this would actually look like. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, now that we are over here, we can press that button to open the door, and we can also shove this up that way. And now we can grab this and shove it right on over this way. Just saying, if you're pushing on something, you don't actually have to hold R. Get a small key. First small key we've actually encountered in this dungeon. We're actually pretty far into it already. Up here, come out of that door, and it slams shut below us. Wanna... Ooh, wrong button once again. Come on through here, and you might remember a small key from earlier. Hop back in the minecart. Go careening through here. I'm surprised Link doesn't absolutely die from whiplash. And here's our very first and only locked door I believe we've seen so far. Slash this with our sword, and that will flip the tracks, and we can come back on in here and back on the minecart. And it will actually take us to a new area. Boom. Unfortunately, went flying by that piece of heart, and we still can't grab it. They really like to tease you with that one. I'll come back over here and re-equip our shield. Oop. Keep thinking shield is the L or R button. I'm used to playing other Zelda games, but no, it's one of the A, B buttons in this game. Something you sort of have to get used to. And now we're here as normal size Link, so we can hop in here, wait for the traps, yes, that's what they're called, to fly by. But here, we've got an upside down minecart. Can't do anything about it quite yet. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Come right on across here. This is very treacherous, oh my word. I don't know, but I think you can actually jump off the train tracks, so be very careful for that. Pick this up, nail one of those guys, pick this up, nail the other, or not. And now, here we have a bombable wall. Blast this open, and finally, after coming across it twice before, we can now grab this piece of heart. You completed a new heart container. Your life energy has been replenished and increased. We now have 6 hearts. We've now doubled the amount we started with in our adventure, which is very nice. Head right on north here. I think I'm going to re-equip the gust jar for this. And down here we have a mini-boss. How epic is that? See how many of these I can take out. 1. Oh wow, it actually stuns them. I did not know that. I literally did not know that, so guess learn something new every day. Let's try that again. Boom. Alright, so if you use the spin attack, I guess these guys actually aren't that bad. I actually didn't know the spin attack actually stunned them. So, it's really good to know. And down go all of those spiny choo-choos, and inside this chest is the Cane of Paki. This mystical rod has the power to flip things over. Use it to charge up energy in holes and then flip up on out of it. This item, I absolutely love this item. Just listen to the sound it makes. Isn't that just the most awesome sound you've ever heard anything make, ever? I mean, really. And of course you're going to need it right here in this room, because we have a platform that is flipped over. So what you want to do is snipe it with your rod, and you can head right on over it after flipping it over. Hey kid, why don't you take that Cane of Paki and fire it at that hole? I mean, you never know what'll happen until you try, right? Oh yes, this is a very fun mechanic. Watch this. That is awesome. I don't care what anyone else says. Alright, there's our blue portal right there, lead you back to the beginning of the dungeon, so this is pretty much a checkpoint. But yeah, I absolutely love the Cane of Paki. It's one of the Zelda items that I think the most I would absolutely love to have in real life. So we can now snipe the minecart with Cane of Paki and go flying across here into this room. And now we have access to another chest, which I'm pretty sure will contain a small key that will allow us to get into that locked door that we saw a couple of rooms ago. Am I right about this? Yes, I am. Small key. Very good. Just gotta listen to that song, that sound. I love that sound. Oh man. Alrighty. Traps right here. Get right on past them since they don't actually move very fast. Now that we have that key, we can head on right through this door. And downstairs. Here's where things get a little bit interesting. If you flip this switch, it will switch the track, but unfortunately, Minish Link cannot clamber over those tracks. So you want to keep them over like this for now. Hop over here, become Minish-sized, and we want to sneak through here very stealthily so. Watch out for all these traps. They can be quite deadly, and they will send you flying pretty far back, if I recall correctly. Also have these things right here. Don't seem to do anything as Minish Link. Should also point out you can roll as Minish Link, so if you want to get some extra speed, that's how you're going to want to do it. Head right on over through this area, and we have a portal. Return to normal size, and once we walk in front of these guys as normal Link, they will come after us. So you want to watch out for these guys. Want to duck into these cubbies right here, and just let them fly right on by, and flip this minecart, and once again, hop in. And now that the minecart is over here, we can flip this track and hop back in and head to the south. I really like this dungeon. It's a lot less linear than the Deepwood Shrine. I mean, it is linear to an extent, but I think it's fun how you have to pass through rooms multiple times. Sometimes as regular Link, sometimes as Minish Link, sometimes in a minecart, sometimes on foot. I really like how they do that. I think it makes it a lot more exciting. Plop this right in the hole there, and now we can grab this switch and bring it on over this way. You might recall these things from the Deepwood Shrine. Link does, in fact, get red-faced while pushing and pulling these things, but as far as I know, it doesn't actually do anything. All it does is indicate that he is a little bit stressed out by what he's pushing. But anyway, flip this switch, brings down these things permanently, which is very good. Head right on up here. Now we have that chest, which we can't actually grab. What we want to do is hop down here, snipe this hole with the Cane of Peki, hop up here, and we have a green kinstone piece. These mystic stones are said to bring happiness. And I believe we're almost at the end of the dungeon. Are there any chests I'm missing? Not from the looks of it, which is very nice. I'm going to try my best to grab every treasure chest, especially now that we need kinstone pieces for our kinstone fusions. Aha, that chest right there. You actually want to snipe this hole, hop back up here, and then you can come around, hop down, and grab it. Another kinstone piece. Definitely getting up a real good stash right here. Now that we have done that, I believe... Okay, no, we don't want to be in this area yet. That area is probably the biggest room in the dungeon. I think what we want to do is we actually want to go get a minecart from somewhere else. Am I correct about this? Head right on through here. Aha, yeah, we want to hop in this minecart, I think. Yeah, it'll bring us right through... Oh no, it actually doesn't. Derp, we don't actually want to go through that door because that's a door we've already been to. See, you fly past these things so fast, sometimes you don't even realize the rooms you've been through already. So now that we've done that, we can hop down here, and we actually do want to come across the way here to the final area of the dungeon. This area is incredibly complex. Just as a warning right here. I want to flip that over. Luckily we managed to hit it. Just hearing the sound of that lava going sploosh is a little bit terrifying, really. Head right across here, press this button, and you will get the red portal, which is very useful. I'm going to flip that right on over. Unfortunately, once these panels that you actually flip over sink, they will come back re-flipped, so you want to be careful about that. Head right on over here. Come on, are we going to make it? Yes. This area can be a little bit tough to navigate if you don't know what you're doing. You want to be really short on the trigger with your Cane of Peki, otherwise you're going to have some problems. Whoa! Ah, I burned. Alright, I think what we want to do is also you can hit these pots with your cane and flip them over, and upon impact with the ground, they will also flip, which is very nice. Pretty much required to do that, otherwise you're not going to make it over here otherwise. Man, they just give you thousands of ways to destroy pots in this game, I mean really. And I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the last of them. So what you want to do is you want to navigate across these panels like this, and that will deposit you right up here. In this room, got some more stuff to deal with. Of course, that air draft being one of them. I believe over here there's something we can't actually access. Oh no, we can access it. I believe. Yes, there's a chest right here. Grab this kinstone piece. Very nice to have. As you can see, these traps are pretty devilish, and they're quite difficult to avoid, so I won't fault you if you manage to get hit by these things. Shoot the cane into the hole. Cane into this hole. Oop, missed. Cane into this hole, and if you hold forward, it will sprung you right on up into the updraft, and you can do Eslow's little hat trick. So much creative stuff in this game. I mean, seriously, it's such a shame that this is one of the Zelda games that people sort of forget really exists. And I feel like this one has some of the most creative puzzles in the whole series. Swing our legs right up here, and we can come around this way, and we are back in the main room. This is where things get interesting, and you want to be really careful how you navigate Eslo right here, because you have to pretty much chain these updrafts together, and your feet will get scarily close to this lava if you're not careful. I believe we want to head up this way for another chest. I'm pretty sure this has a kinstone piece in it. Oh no, 100 rupees. Oh, all to waste. That's a shame now, isn't it? Oh well. This game isn't really too short on rupees, but there are some pretty expensive things at Stockwell's shop in Hyrule Town, so you want to keep an eye on all that. Ooh, we don't actually want to go this way, Eslo. We want to go this way. Ooh, that was close. If you want to let yourself down early, you can just press R, and I always like to say that R is pretty much your arm button in this game, because R basically means you let go of one end of the hat, which lets you fall right on down. Hop into this updraft right here. Navigate further through this room. I'm not sure, but I think there's a treasure chest over here. Yes, there is. Completely optional, but we want to hop down and grab it because it has yet another kinstone piece in it. Definitely going to want to collect those kinstone pieces, because after this dungeon we're pretty much going to be going on a fusion party. Head into that updraft, and I believe that is the last one. It'll deposit us right up here, and inside this large chest is the big key. Use it to open big doors. Hop right on down here, snipe that with the cane, hop right on over this way, and here we have the boss door. So without further ado, let's head right on in and confront the monster that lays within. Got a little bit of a pit right here we can jump down. Just want to double check. Did I actually grab all the chests? Yes, I did. The boss is right below us. You can start sniping these pots for hearts. I don't need too terribly many. This one has a fairy, and I should also point out that even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need it, if you equip a bottle and swipe it at a fairy, if I can actually get it, there we go, you can store a fairy in your bottle. This winged friend will come to your aid if your life energy is depleted, although as I mentioned earlier, fairies are not that great in the Minish Cap because they only restore 4 hearts. So, a little bit unfortunate, but anyway, let's hop down here. This is Gleer Rock, not Glee Rock. It is actually Gleer Rock, and I only just now noticed, man, I'm noticing a lot of things about this game. This monster is actually engraved on the walls down here. What you want to do is you want to get around to its blind side, and if you are successful, hopefully I will actually be successful here, is want to roll around to the side, and come on. As you can see, I am attempting to hit that rock on its back. There we go, got it. The rock will flip over, and the impact will be so great that it will knock this thing to the ground. You can come over here and start slashing at the jewel. Once it starts shaking, you want to run back, though, because he will sink into the lava. And then he will start making rocks rain from the ceiling, so you definitely want to run around for that. As you can see, his rock is piping hot, so I don't believe you can actually hit him until it cools off like it just has. So basically, you want to repeat the same process. Roll around to the side of him, and snipe. We'll blast down and knock him out. Come over here and slash the rock a bit more. And then you want to run like heck. More rocks are going to fall. And as you can see, the lava pit is actually expanding. Luckily, this fire here actually leaves hearts. And I believe once the lava has expanded, it actually takes out all the fire that it covered. But unfortunately, when he comes back out, he'll be really mad. And he's going to blast a lot of fire out. So you gotta be careful about that. And now that a large amount of this fire is actually out, we can try our best to roll around to the side here. Ooh. As you can see, it's pretty tough to hit that rock. But anyway, now that we have hit it, we can come across once more and... Darn it. 4 tries once again. Came so close, too. Oh well. Such good music and such a fun boss. I'm not really complaining. As you can see, the Cane of Pecky is ineffective when his rock is still piping hot, but you actually managed to hit it right there. But unfortunately, my butt is on fire. As you can see, if your butt actually catches on fire, Wow, are we actually going to go to round 5 on this thing? Oh my word. If your butt actually catches on fire, you're going to go running around and you cannot stop. So you have to be very good with the D-pad to make sure you don't run into anything else that is dangerous, because it's not good. I heard a heart drop. Where was the heart drop? There's one. There's the other one. Aha! Yes, this guy is really mad now, so we want to make sure we can hit that rock in short order, because he's actually pretty good at avoiding the cane after a while. Oop, I fell in the lava again. This boss is a little bit more difficult than... Ooh, he hit me. Ow. Oh, this is getting a little bit embarrassing. Ooh, there it is again. Oh my goodness. The bosses get quite a bit difficult in this game once you get far enough into it. Come on, I want to hit you. Wow, there is a lot of fire here. You know what, I've never actually tried. Can you actually put out fire with the... You can! Wow, I actually never tried that. How about that? Unfortunately, there's a lot of fire around here, so it's going to be very hard to actually get a hit on this guy. Oh, come on, that should have counted. Wow, this is probably one of the worst runs of this boss fight I've had, admittedly. Basically, once you start recording something, you're going to be awful at it. Pretty much the rule at this point. Man, this is quite embarrassing. I'm basically running through the fire because A, I have a fairy, and B, the fire actually drops hearts. Ooh, is he actually going to leave an opening? Yes, he is. Awesome. Let's try and get across here as quick as possible, and... down goes Lerock. You got the fire element. Flames bring light to darkness and warmth to all. The fire element is the embodiment of that power. And of course, we can claim yet another heart container. So we started this episode with 5 hearts. We are finishing it with 7. Hop right on into the portal, and this will deposit us right over here. Oh, that was hot. It was so hot I thought my fibers would catch fire. Ah, but it's over now. I suppose we should go back and speak to Malari, which we will be doing next time. So now that we have conquered the Cave of Flames and obtained the fire element, next time on The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap, we are going to be returning to Malari's mines, where he will hopefully have finished reforging the Sacred Blade. And I will see you guys next time.